How to draw a ladybug. Welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. Today I'm going to show you how to draw this cute little ladybug with coloring pencils and markers. I'll show you how to do this step by step. This is an easy drawing lesson for kids, beginners, and kids of all ages. This is what you'll need for today's drawing. You're going to need a piece of paper. I have my dollar store drawing pad here. It's 11 inches by 8.5. You're going to need a pencil and an eraser. And I always have my old paintbrush lying around to dust off my page. For markers, I have black and red. I also have a red coloring pencil. And as usual, I have my fine-tipped black marker for outlining. So I am going to clear my canvas and we can start drawing our ladybug. Okay, let's get all the dust off the page here and let's start drawing our ladybug. A ladybug is very simple to draw, my friends. It's basically 2 circles, some legs, and some antennas. So why don't we start? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw with my pencil, I'm going to outline, and then I'm going to erase my pencil marks, okay? So why don't I start with the head? The head is kind of like this, you know, just a circle. And then we've got the body coming up like that. This is a bit of a lopsided circle. We could probably make that more of a circle here. And I'm going to just erase that. There we go. Now I'm not going to put details because basically the ladybug's body is going to be red and then we're going to put black marks on it. But because black marker is darker than red marker, we don't have to outline it, and I'll show you what I mean. But what I'd like to do right away is to draw the eyes of the ladybug. I like these big oval eyes, so I like to get that all done. And because her face is going to be black, we want to make sure she has a smile. So we're going to do this, and we're going to make sure not to color in her smile so that we can see it. Okay, friends? So that's really all we have to do for the drawing. Now I'm going to take my fine-tipped black marker, and I don't mind if I don't follow my pencil marks because, like I said, I'm going to erase them. So I might change things up a little bit. Like I might make her head a little more round here, just like that. And her body, just a little more round as well. It's kind of like an egg shape. Because like I said, I'm going to be erasing. And I'm going to outline her eyes. And those pupils. And I'm going to outline her smile because we want to make sure, like I said, not to color in her smile. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eraser. As long as my marker is dry, I'm going to erase all of my pencil marks. And friends, just for the next few videos, maybe the next 4 or 5, 6 videos, it's going to be difficult for me because I actually have a cast on my left arm. So you're going to see me doing stuff like this because I usually just take my hand and I hold the paper as I'm erasing, but I have to kind of use my whole arm because I can't put any pressure on my finger. So I'm going to be saying that a lot in the next, I don't know how many months. I have to keep this cast on for a long time because I have a broken finger. So sometimes the thing might move this way or this way, but I'm going to try to keep everything straight for you as best I can. So I'm just erasing my pencil marks. And you don't have to erase your pencil marks. That's completely optional. I just think it looks really nice when everything is outlined. Okay, so everything is erased. Now I can start with, let's see, I'm going to start with my red marker, and I'm going to basically color in her entire body, okay? And what I do is this is the way I always color things in. I outline first. It's just the way I've always done things. And then I kind of fill it in after. And I wanted to show you how to do this with markers and coloring pencils because, you know, sometimes when we use markers, I went outside the line there, but that's okay. This is supposed to be a very fun, relaxing video, right? We're not trying to be perfect. It's just hard. I should probably hold my, there we go. I'll hold my paper down with my cast arm. I'm just trying to show you that no matter what happens, even if you have a little injury, don't let it stop you from being creative and having fun. I mean, don't have too much fun. You want your injury to heal, right? Just like mine, I want my injury to heal, but I was going to wait and say, oh, I'm going to wait until the cast is off to do more videos. And then I'm like, no. There's never going to be a perfect time. So there is a saying, and the saying goes, why put off today, or why put off to tomorrow what you can do today? It just means don't wait. There's never going to be a perfect time, so just do it now. So I did choose markers today, and I will be coloring with markers until I get my cast off because it's much easier than using coloring pencils with one hand, especially sharpening. Oh my gosh. Have any of you out there ever broken a finger, or maybe your wrist, or you had a strained muscle in your hand? You notice right away how much you really use your hands. Someone told me once, your hands are your most important tools, so take good care of them. And he was right about that. Okay. So that's all colored in. And what I'm going to do right away is I'm going to take my red coloring pencil and I'm just going to go over it. And the reason I'm going over it is because, as you can see here, I don't know if it's obvious to you, but it's obvious to me, when you use marker, there are some areas where they're darker. You know, when you've kind of overlapped a little bit, that's lighter, that's darker. And if you take a coloring pencil and you gently, very gently, color over the entire area that you colored with the marker, you can kind of even out that color. It's like the first layer is marker, the second layer is coloring pencil. I love it. I do this a lot. You could do this with a crayon as well. Now, if you're using a coloring pencil or even a crayon, you're going to want to turn it once in a while so you don't wear it all down on one side, okay? I think this works very well just to fill in the lighter areas and make it look a lot more colorful and even. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can just stick with your marker. There we go. So there's my red. Now I'm going to take my black. Oh, before I do that, her face is going to be completely black. So I want to make sure that her eyes have a little bit of red around them. So here's what I'm doing. And I might change my mind after, but I'm drawing a circle with my fine tip marker around her eyes, okay? And we'll see. I might change my mind after, like I said. But for now, I'm going to take my red marker and very carefully fill in around her eye there. Now, I don't want to get any red into her eye, just around her eyes. It might make it look like she's wearing glasses, which is okay. This is a fun little drawing, right? And I'll do the same thing for this eye here. Just being kind of careful, don't want to get red into her eyes. Outside it doesn't matter because this is all black and black is going to cover it. There we go. Now what I will do is take my black marker and I'm going to fill in her whole face except for that smile, okay? I'm just doing my little outline like I like to do. Oh, and I just discovered something. You know how I can hide that little mistake? I can do a little outline of black. Ooh, that worked. That worked really well. There we go. a little cheating there. So I'm going to just basically outline around everywhere because that's what I do. When I'm going to color in. It's just easier for me to figure out where to put my colors. And like I said, around that smile, I'll just fill this in right away since I'm here. Okay, around her smile, because she is a she. There we go. Now I can fill in her whole face. And we don't need to use a coloring pencil over our black because black is so dark, it just covers everything. So how are you guys doing? Do you see a lot of ladybugs where you are? The ladybugs show up here in spring, and as I'm drawing this, it is kind of spring out there. Still a little bit of winter left. But they show up. I don't know where they're nesting, but they're always in the house in spring. They always just pop into my kitchen all the time. And you know, there is a little bit of folklore that says if you see a ladybug, that means you're going to have some good luck. I could use some good luck. What about you guys? I think we could all use some good luck. There we go. So now I'm going to fill in her pupils right here. And that's why I put the red, because I wanted to make sure her eyes really shined. Because if we didn't put the red, it would all be completely black, and I'm not sure how that would have looked, you know. It might not have looked good, so. There we go. Okay, she's looking pretty good. So now what we have to do is we have to add, let's add some spots, because they always have spots, right? And they also have wings. So what I'm going to do is draw a line like this straight along her back, and then a line like this straight along her back. And I'm going to fill that in with black. And like I said, black covers everything, so that's why we didn't have to draw it out before or outline it out before, because we just have to take the black marker and fill it all in. Now I'm going to be careful here. I don't want to go outside my line. There we go. So that's where her wings are. And what we're going to do is we're going to put, let's start with her antennas, and then we'll put some dots on her. So she's got some antennas, just like that. There's her antennas. And let's add some dots, because we know ladybugs, they all have those beautiful black dots, right? You can make them round, you can make them oval like I'm making them, whatever you like. This is your drawing, you do whatever you want. You can give her as few or as many as you like. There we go. I think she's looking fabulous. Maybe I'll give her a little one here. Whoops. A little one turned into a big one. Let's try a little one here. There we go. Okay, so now what we can do is we can give her some legs. Now, I don't know how many legs a ladybug has, but I'm going to give her 4 legs. So just a little stick and a little circle. Stick and a circle. And let's give her some back here too. She's probably running, so her knees are bent. So there you go, my friends. This is our beautiful ladybug. That was a lot of fun. Now what I'm going to do is take my fine tip black marker and I am going to sign my work. Don't forget to sign your beautiful artwork, my friends. I want you to be very, very proud of the work of art that you created today. I hope you had fun drawing with me and enjoyed this cozy art time. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Rain Francis Art for Kids. Bye for now.